On today's Primetime Local News, a Christmas campaign for more than 700 seniors, Co-op celebrates years of spreading love.
The support really from the community is what drives the success of the program.
And a packed house yesterday as the border city honored veterans and those still risking their lives for our freedoms.
Didn't even have enough room to accommodate everyone. A lot of people had to stand.
Hey, I'm Eric Bay, and today we put this segment on ice as I spend the day with the Junior Curling Club, and we check out a little bit about curling, and they also give me a shot at throwing some rocks. So we're going to have all that and more from here throughout the rest of the show.
Prime Time Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
On Monday, Remembrance Day ceremonies took place in Vermilion, Wainwright, Lashburn, North Battleford, and right here in the border city. Hundreds of residents packed the Lloydminster Comprehensive High School to attend the ceremony honoring those who have sacrificed their lives and those who still risk their lives for all freedoms of all Canadians. The ceremony was marshaled by the Lloydminster Legion and Air Cadet Squadron, and Sergeant Rick Mallett was pleased by the turnout.
Sorry, we didn't even have enough room to accommodate everyone. A lot of people had to stand, but it's only an hour, so.
The son of two veterans, Mallett hopes his reverence and passion endures.
I do it in honor of them, but I do it in honor of all our fallen comrades, and it's just an important day for all of us. It really is.
According to national polling, the number of Canadians attending Remembrance Day events has gone up in the last 4 years. And as we move closer to Christmas, more and more residents and businesses are starting to get into the holiday spirit. And every year, the Lloydminster and District Co-op gets ready to start their annual Spread a Little Love program. Our Jasmine King has more on this unique campaign that's all about the seniors during Christmas.
The Spread a Little Love Christmas program helps the elderly in senior centers around the Lloydminster area receive Christmas gifts from the help of community members.
This is our 5th anniversary of the program, and so today we are here to open up the tree of ornaments for the community to come and select and then purchase to go towards a senior in one of our communities.
The program has grown to support nearly 700 seniors. Sometimes the gifts purchased can be as simple as a pair of pajamas, but to the seniors it means a lot more than just receiving a present.
When I knew that I was going to be coming here, I went and talked to some residents, and they just can't believe that people that they don't know and don't know them would take the time out to buy a present and give it to them. Yeah, so it's a very big success.
The seniors in these homes help build the community into what it is today, and by making sure the seniors get a present with the personal messages added by the community is Co-op's way of saying thank you.
We label them all to make sure they get to the proper homes, and there are so many personal touches from cards from kids, stories, and it's really quite touching to see the connection between certainly the residents and our community.
As this is the 5th year Co-op is running this program, and with the great outcome they've had so far, other co-ops have decided to continue this program in their own communities.
We have heard certainly the success in our location, both from the senior residents as well as our community, about an opportunity for connection and to just get involved. And we have heard this year that there are a few other co-ops across Western Canada that are also going to be running a program similar, so we are very excited about that.
The Christmas trees with the ornaments of the seniors' gifts are at any of the 5 participating Lloyd Co-op locations. Jasmine King, Primetime Local News.
The Shriners had a dinner on Saturday to welcome some new members and celebrate the work they've done over this year. The Shriners are a group of people that follow the Masonic principles of brotherly love, meaning that all members will show patience and respect to everyone. For tonight, it's all about introducing a new group to keep the activities going.
They're the local club, and what they do is they're here in Lloydminster in the general area, and they're here to get awareness, and they're here to do things to help in our causes for our philanthropy.
The night was also to announce the new officers for the Lloydminster Shrine. Seeing all this involvement from the community is why Lloyd's president is proud to be a Shriner.
You know, it makes me feel pretty proud when you put in a lot of effort, but when you see how the work you're doing is paying off and helping children with problems, you get a feeling that you don't seem to get any other way in life.
And the club did have a child from one of the Shrine's hospital later in the event and evening to talk about how the Shrine has helped them. And now to a lesson in junior curling with our Eric Bay, who was on location earlier today.
Here today at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Club, and today we are taking a little bit of a look at junior curling, and I'm joined now by Lori Makachuk. So first off, can you give us, I guess, a little bit of background on the Junior Curling Club program?
Yes, the Junior Curling program runs on Tuesday afternoons from 4 to about 5:15, and we attend to any child in the grade 3 to grade 9 age frame. And we like to teach them a little bit of skill on the sport of curling. It's a lifelong sport that we enjoy teaching the kids, that they can curl from ages, as I say, grade 3 right up until they're 93 years of age. So it's an awesome, awesome opportunity.
And you mentioned that it's good for all ages. So if you are looking for some junior curlers, is there any, I guess, skill level needed, or can they just come out and learn some skills?
No skill needed. We'll teach them what they need, and we also have equipment for them too. All they really need is some clean indoor running shoes, and that's it.
And now obviously the curling season has started, but you guys are still looking for people. So if they want either some more information as to the Junior Curling Club, or if they do want to sign up and learn a little bit about curling, how can they do so?
Just come on down. We want to see you come on down on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Bring some clean curling shoes, clean indoor running shoes work, and we'll fix you up with everything else from that.
All right, thank you for this, and we're going to have some more from back here again at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Club, but before that, we're going to head back into the studio.
Taking a look at current temperatures, it is -3 here in Lloydminster, with the wind coming in from the west-northwest at 9 kilometers per hour, making it feel like closer to -6 degrees. With that, there is some chances tonight that we could see some snow, but the chances are around 30%, and that is closer to overnight and into tomorrow. Current temperatures across the region: -4 also out in Cold Lake, 2 degrees in Red Deer, Rocky Mountain House, 1 in Edson, Jasper, and Whitecourt, 0 in Edmonton, and -3 in Athabasca. And on the Saskatchewan side, -4 in Saskatoon, -9 in Melfort and Prince Albert, -7 in Meadow Lake and out in North Battleford. Now, speaking of North Battleford, overnight they'll have some fairly clear skies with a little bit of cloud coverage, but it will drop down to -14 degrees and then rise back up tomorrow at -1 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud throughout the day, with that wind staying steady at 7 kilometers per hour coming in from the south. In Cold Lake overnight, there is a chance that they could see some snow with a little bit of cloud coverage, and the temperature will drop to -12 degrees. And then tomorrow, mix of sun and cloud throughout the day with a high of -2, but that wind will pick up to 13 kilometers per hour coming in from the south-southwest, making it feel like a little bit colder. Here in Lloydminster overnight, there's a 30% chance that we could see some snow overnight and into tomorrow, with the temperature dropping to -11 degrees, with the wind dropping to 9 kilometers per hour coming in from the west-northwest, which will pick up tomorrow at 13 kilometers per hour coming in from the south-southwest, with 1 degrees and a mix of sun and cloud. And then Thursday, a high of -4 and a low of -5 with mostly cloudy skies. And then on Friday, there's a chance that we could see some freezing rain with a 57% chance. So definitely be cautious of that, as it will end up being slippery and very icy, with a high of 0 and a low of -7. That wraps up your 3-day forecast. We'll have more news coming up after the break.
Welcome back. Canadian company Rogers says it has been forced to terminate the 2019 sugar beet harvest in southern Alberta. Rogers says severe snow and frost damage has resulted in an inability to store or process the unharvested damaged sugar beet crop. The Alberta Sugar Beet Growers Association says roughly 45% of the crop has been left in the ground by farmers. An expert says the harvest conditions have not been this bad for 30 years. And now let's take a look at your agriculture prices for today.
We're a part of less than 5% of Canadian auto body shops and Lloydminster's only locations with certified collision care recognition at City Centre Auto Body.
Well, in the sports world, the long weekend saw the Lloydminster Bobcats take down one of their southern opponents. 6-1 was the score against the Canmore Eagles on Friday, and 5-2 loss against the Calgary Mustangs on Saturday. Our Evan Kenny breaks down what might be even more impressive than the win in this week's Beyond the Boards.
And maybe he can help you guys shut down two studs for the Canmore Eagles.
That was Friday before the game, referencing newly acquired defenseman Cole Jungwirth helping shut down two of the top 10 scorers in the league.
I'm more of like a stay-back defenseman, but also a puck mover. I like to play a smart game, not a heavy game, but I think it can be effective, though, in this league.
The Cats kept Alex Young and Connor Lyons off the score sheet in their matchup. Heading into that game, each of the players had 33 points in 19 games. But it's not just those two the Cats have shut down.
I think we try and take away everyone when they're on the ice. Like I said, our good team defense shouldn't really matter who's on the ice. I thought our sticks are a lot better. We're having sticks in the right lanes, breaking up passes and whatnot. So, yeah, just great team defense.
When the Bobcats claimed their second win against Drayton Valley, the Thunder's top scorer, Jeremy Klessens, was held off.
Yeah, we like to play like a pressure game, kind of, and we like to put pressure on their forwards and get the puck up the ice as soon as possible.
Same goes for Sherwood Park Crusaders stud and AJHL league leader in scoring, Carter Savoy. In the two games between the Bobcats and the Crusaders, Savoy only has a single assist.
And then we came out in the second and third and worked together as a team, stuck to the game plan, and you know, execute on plays.
The Bobcats have 2 wins in the month of November. They also have the chance to jump up to 5th place if they can stay hot. The Cats will travel to Spruce Grove and take on the Saints Tuesday night. Evan Kenny, Primetime Local Sports.
Beyond the Boards is brought to you by City Centre Auto Body. For over 35 years, City Centre Auto Body has been your go-to auto body shop.
And now for your weather forecast with our Abby St. John.
Thanks, Judy. Well, taking a look at our satellite radar, not too much action going on here for right now and earlier this afternoon. It was a fairly calm day, nothing too drastic. It even wasn't even that cold. It was a nice, almost fall, almost winter type of day. However, there is a 30% chance that it will snow overnight and into tomorrow morning, but it should clear off by the afternoon, hopefully around noon, maybe 1 o'clock-ish. Down in Maidstone, North Battleford, are seeing a little bit of some snow over the past couple of hours and into tomorrow as well. Right now across the region, still -4 here in Lloydminster, -5 in Maidstone and Pearson, -10 in Isla Crosse, -9 in Green Lake, -11 in Meadow Lake, -7 in St. Walburg and North Battleford, -1 in Lakeland, and on the Alberta side, -1 in Provost and Wainwright, 0 out in Edmonton, -2 in Vermilion, -5 in Marwayne, -4 in Vegreville, St. Paul, Cold Lake, -7 in Bonnyville, and -3 in Lac-La-Biche. And tomorrow should be 1 degree at the daytime high here in Lloydminster, 3 in Provost, Vermilion, 2 in Wainwright, Marwayne, -2 in Cold Lake, 2 in Lac-La-Biche, 0 in Bonnyville, 1 in St. Paul, and 4 both in Edmonton and Vegreville. And on the Saskatchewan side, -1 in Maidstone, North Battleford, 3 in Lakeland, -4 in St. Walburg and in Meadow Lake, -5 in Green Lake, -6 in Isla Crosse, and -2 out in Pearson. Overnight across the region is a bit of mix with some regions like Meadow Lake, Isla Crosse, Pearson, and Paradise Hill. Fairly clear skies with a little bit of cloud coverage. Bonnyville and Provost are seeing some snowfall possibility overnight. Unity, mix of snow and rain, possible freezing rain, and the temperatures will range between -9 and -15 overnight across the region. Now taking a look at national weather forecast, 9 out in Vancouver, -10 in Whitehorse where they're experiencing some snowfall, -7 in Yellowknife with a mix of clear skies and cloud coverage and a little bit of snow, -8 in Winnipeg, -4 out in Regina, -7 Quebec City where they're also experiencing some snowfall, -9 in Toronto, 12 degrees out in Halifax where they're experiencing some pretty heavy rainfall, and 6 out in St. John's. Now your next 7 days here in Lloydminster, tomorrow high of 1 and a low of -11. That possibility of some snowfall in the morning should be clearing off by the afternoon where it should be a mix of sun and cloud. And on Thursday, mostly cloudy skies with a high of -4 and a low of -5. And then on Friday, there's a possibility of freezing rain with 57% chance. So be cautious when you're driving or walking with a high of 0 and a low of -7. And then on Saturday, a high of +3 and a low of -3 with a mix of sun and cloud. Mostly sunny skies on Sunday with a little bit of cloud coverage and a high of 6 and a low of -2. And then on Monday, it should be a nice, beautiful sunny day with a high of +2 and a low of -1. And then a mix of sun and cloud on Tuesday with a high of -2 and a low of -7. That wraps up your 7-day forecast. We'll have more news and the question of the day coming up.
Right now, we head out to Eric Bay, who was on location.
Back here again at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Club, and today we have been checking out the Junior Curling Club, and I'm actually going to have a shot here and try and learn a little bit about curling. And I'm joined now once again by Lori Makachuk and some of the members of the Junior Curling Club. So first off, what I guess am I going to be learning here when I do start out to curl?
Eric, this is an easy sport. Even you can do it. And with the expertise of our fine young ladies that are going to be going to the Alberta Winter Games tryouts, they're going to give you 6 steps on how to curl.
Approach the hack, set up, crouch down, hips up, foot back, and then you deliver, you slide out. You whoosh. You whoosh.
You
want to
whoosh.
see you whoosh.
I wish. Okay, so I guess for me, since also I'm not very experienced in curling, so I guess can you give me a little more of a breakdown as to what exactly that means? Because when you say that, it sounds easy, but you mentioned anybody can curl, but I'm a little bit of a harder learner.
Why don't we just put you on the ice and we'll get some footage of this experience.
And then now, so what else do I have to?
You put your slider foot upwards.
Forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
You crouch down.
How far are we talking here? Like kind of like this, or?
Crouch down like all the way.
Down, eh? Okay, I don't bend that well. And now again, once again with my broom here. So what am I needing to do with my broom?
You just need to keep it firm and yeah, like that.
Okay.
And now you lift your hips up.
Yeah, is that?
Slider foot back. And then you would slide out. Foot in the hack, slider foot up, crouch down, pick a turn, hips up, slider foot back.
Hard, hurry. And just like that, that's how you curl. So we're going to have some more from back here throughout the show, but now we'll go back into the studio.
A lot of comments on Facebook about Don Cherry and the thing that he did today and yesterday, actually. The question of the day was Don Cherry criticized on the comments about immigrants and poppies. Then Sportsnet fired him. What are your thoughts on the issue? And there was a lot of people, almost 200, I think, that just...
over almost 170 people have commented. Yeah. Just going back and forth, they've started a conversation about it. A lot of people are standing with him and, you know, throwing them their support. Some people have been saying, you know, it's freedom of speech. However, a lot of people have been saying it is freedom of speech, but with everything that you say, there are consequences that follow, no matter if they're good or bad. He did try to retract what he said and say, I meant everybody. He should have used different wording than you people, instead of saying, oh, everybody should be doing this, because they did fight for our freedom.
For sure. And here's the thing about that. I think that he was right in a way, because he was trying to help say we should wear poppies, and I think that we all should wear poppies. And for new immigrants that are coming in, I think we as Canadians need to be able to talk to new immigrants, educate other people that don't know about the poppy and its significance to Canada. And I think also we have to be a little lenient on, you know, how we treat elders and stuff like that. I think he's an older guy who has a certain kind of, you know, rhetoric and has had that for such a long time, and we need to educate him as well too. And I think it's a bit harsh to let him go. But that said, there was a lot of controversy surrounding what he had said, and he did apologize. So hopefully he clears his name and continues to do all of those good things. But
yes, exactly.
And now we're going to switch over, obviously, to pets. The pet of the day, of course, we've got a lot of pets that you guys have sent. Your chance to win again a gift card from the Pet Pad. Here's some cute ones that we got today.
We want to see your pets. Send photos of your pet and their name to our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram to have them featured on Pet of the Day. Your name will be entered into a weekly draw for a gift certificate from the Pet Pad.
Becca from the SPCA, and she's brought in this adorable puppy named Andorra, very unique name. So tell me just a little bit about how she came to the SPCA.
Yeah, so she came in with her mom, we think. We could tell she was a little bit older, so we just kind of assumed. So we named her Bewitched. But yeah, they were found just out by the dog park, and Bylaw had picked them up from there. And so they brought them into our care. And so I think they've been with us since about around the beginning of October. Yeah, and so currently it's just her left now. Her other friend got adopted. They looked very similar together, except the other one was a little bit more red. So we're not really too sure what to call them. They're very unique. She's very unique looking.
Yeah, and just seeing her or meeting her for a little bit, she's super gentle. Even when she grabs the treat out of your hand, for a puppy, that's amazing.
Yes.
She's super gentle and loves just interacting with people. Is that kind of the personality she's had since having her?
Yeah, like I think when we had the other one, she used her as a bit of a crutch. She was a little bit more shy initially, and then yeah, like just even kind of bringing her here today, she's kind of even seems a little bit more open. And yeah, so I mean, I think just now that she's kind of on her own, she's kind of exploring a little bit more. Yeah, she's just such a really good, for like, yeah, we think she's around 2-ish years old. But yeah, for that age, you know, she's pretty chill.
And have you, when the other dog wasn't around, have you noticed how she interacts with other dogs, or even, you know, walking past the cats this morning?
Yeah, she seemed really fine with it. Like she didn't care too much about walking past the cats today. And then the other dogs, she kind of seems like she is missing out on the fun if she's a little bit further away from them. So I really think that she would, I mean, even if you don't have a dog, she'd still be fine. But I think if you have another dog at home that likes other pooches too, I think she would be really happy in a home with another dog as well.
And, you know, even just seeing how gentle she is, so she'd be okay with smaller children, of course, knowing the boundaries and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I think, again, like we always recommend those meet and greets just to see. We haven't had, like I had a school group in last week, and she really just kind of was checking them out kind of thing. And again, she was kind of whining on the other end because she wasn't right near the kids. So she, again, seemed like she was missing out on all the fun. So again, yeah, like we said, we always recommend those meet and greets first just to make sure everybody gets along. And then, but yeah, I don't see any real issues. Even with her jumping up, it's kind of like a slow jumping up just to check you out, and then she's back on the floor kind of thing.
And have you noticed when she first came in, did you notice any medical problems, or is she pretty healthy?
Yeah, no, they were both just quite happy and healthy. The other one seemed to have a scarring kind of around her back hip, so we don't know if maybe at one point she got caught in a snare or something. But other than that, they're both really good and a little whiny sometimes, but but pretty good, yeah.
And so how have you been doing with the number-wise with dogs and cats lately?
Not too bad. Again, like, you know, we're just trickling in with the cats still, but, and the same with the dogs. You know, last week we had 15 adoptions, so that was really, oh goodness, I know. And it was really, really good week for adoptions. So we're not doing too bad. Like, we're still able to call here and there off the waiting list, so that's nice to be able to get through that. But yeah, so it's not flooding in right now, so which is nice, good. Yeah.
And so is there any events coming up or anything that the SBA is being involved in?
Yeah, we're still just planning our jail and bail, so I mean, that's still on the go. We're going to be in the Christmas craft fair this weekend. Just getting antsy. Yeah, we're going to be in the Christmas craft fair this weekend, so come see us as well. And also we're going to have the Red Silhouette dog there with us too for you to sign for the Family Violence Month here. And yeah, we just had our adoption event this weekend too, so we did 5 adoptions there as well.
And is there any info that you can give on your jailbreak event?
Yeah, so it's going to be on December 12th, and it's going to be from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and we're hoping to lock up a whole bunch of Lloydminster people.
That's awesome. And so with the craft fair that's coming up this weekend, what can people expect to see with you guys?
Yeah, we're just going to have all of our information there. Normally by this time we have our licenses, but it's a little bit slow on getting them this year, or for our 2020 licenses, but we should be having those within the next month, and we'll start selling them for the 2020 year. But yeah, like I said, we'll have the Red Silhouette pup there for everyone to sign with, and then yeah, just some of our volunteer information or fostering information, all of that fun stuff.
All right, well, thank you so much for bringing in Endora and all this information.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Pet Project is brought to you by Quick Pick Waste Disposal, Lloydminster's #1 waste and recycling hauler. Quick Pick is waste collection you can depend on.
I'm Justin with Boom 101.9 and 93.7 Hot FM, and this is what's happening. The Wainwright Rustlers and Wainwright on Wellness present Hat Trick for Mental Health. It goes down Saturday, November 30th at the PMM here in Wainwright. The event is open to kids 6 to 11, where they will get to play a mini sticks tournament with the Rustlers. They're also going to get to enjoy a pre-game meal with them, talking about mental health and wellness. They're also going to take a Rustlers dressing room tour and have the opportunity to skate with them on ice for O Canada. Registration can be made at Armstrong's Clothing and Sports. A full schedule can be found on the Wainwright Rustlers Facebook page. And Savor invites you to a night of tantalizing taste buds. Guests will savor fine wines, scotch, beer, and liquor from Alberta-based merchants expertly paired with the succulent culinary creations of culinary experts. Taking place from 6:30 until 11 at the Vermilion Regional Center. It's going to be $20 per person. Appetizer food included in purchase, and drink sample tickets a cost at $2 each. Tickets are available at www.thegoodlifeinstitute.ca or the Vermilion Town Office. And the 2019 Father-Daughter Gala is happening Thursday, November 28th this year at the Vermilion Regional Center. 5:30 registration, 6 o'clock dinner with a dance to follow. This event is sponsored by Websport and Northsport. I'm Justin with Boom 101.9 and 93.7 Hot FM, and that's what's happening.